Alright guys, back here with another review. This is the Heritage 22 pistol. It's a single action. It is chambered in 22 long rifle via this current cylinder. It's got a 4 3/4 inch barrel. It is blued and has I think it's Coca-Cola grips. Yeah, Coca-Cola grips. I picked this up about 6 months ago. I've taken it out shooting quite a bit, put it through its paces. You know, there's definitely some flaws that I've came across and realized with it, but overall it's been a great 22. If you watched my previous video about the gun belt with the holster, this is the gun that goes in there. I picked that up on Amazon and it's been great. Love it, and it fits in there just perfectly, and it's not even made, you know, specifically for this gun. I just bought it off of Amazon. Far West Colorado also picked up one of these. If you guys watch his YouTube channel, his has a little better grain orientation and look to it in the grips, but same overall look of it. You know, it's got the blued finish and same grips. You can buy different grips like this for this gun on Heritage's website, and the best thing about this whole gun here is it is made in the USA, down there in Florida. We'll go ahead and go through some of the normal checks for the Nancy's out there. It is clear, on half cock, spins the cylinder. It's like the old Colts. It's got 1, 2, there's half cock, 3, 4 clicks, and it doesn't really matter if you're on 3 or 4, you'll still drop that hammer. One of the downfalls that I kind of could do without, you know, and would make the gun look a little bit better, is it's got this little safety here. So when you put that safety on and you pull the trigger, if you can see right here, it's got a little pin in there, and when you rotate this up, it stops the hammer before it hits the firing pin. It's a nice feature, but I always, you know, if anything, I have the hammer down, or I have it on half cock. Just depends, you know, what I'm doing with it or whatever, if I'm carrying it out hunting with me or whatever. But Far West Colorado, he actually got the one that came, it's called like the combo or whatever. It comes with the extra cylinder that's chambered in 22 mag. So it's very similar overall, minus that, to a Ruger Single 6. He paid a little bit more than I did. I paid about $170 for this. It's retailed at $159, and that was after background check and stuff like that. I picked this up at my local Jack's Sporting Goods and Ranch Supply. I looked around, you know, at Cabela's and Bass Pro and stuff like that. Bass Pro was quite a bit more expensive just for my model, with the single cylinder, than anywhere else. Cabela's was pretty fair and about right on with their pricing at Jack's. One of the things that I would like to change on it, though, is this little finger depressor for the ejecting the cartridges, and I think it'd be cool if it was brass, but that's one thing that I would like to change here in the future, maybe mill something up. And Far West Colorado thinks the same. But it's got good, you know, good sights on it. It shoots pretty well. When it's a little closer range, it shoots just a little bit low. I haven't really been able to figure out, you know, the exact, because I like to hold it one-handed. Even if you hold it two-handed, it's accurate, but you know, it's a little 22 single 6 cowboy gun. To take out the cylinder, you gotta have it on half cock. Open this up, depress this guy, pull this pin out here. Cylinder falls out. You can change out the cylinder if you have that combo kit. And then putting it back in, you have to depress this down, make sure that cylinder's lined up, and put the pin back in. Other than that, it's it's been a pretty good gun. One of the issues I had one day when I was out shooting with Far West Colorado, this, I think it actually may have been the first time I took it out shooting. The little screw right in here came out when I was firing the gun, and parts went everywhere of the ejecting area. And luckily I found everything, was able to put it back together, tightened it back down, checked Far West Colorado's, his was loose, and then we went out with our business. Then the other day I was talking to him about this gun, and I was just holding it and stuff like that, and I noticed that between this part of the metal down here and the whole top part, it had a little bit of a wobble to it, and I couldn't really remember it having that or feeling that. So when I hung up the phone from him, I took it and I checked this screw, and this screw was probably about a quarter turn loose, or about a half a turn actually loose. So this one was a quarter, and then I turned it over. This one here was about half a turn. The two bottom ones, mainly the right one, was almost about to fall off and fall out of the gun. This one here was close to that, and then these top ones were definitely loose. I had to turn them quite a bit. And I talked to him after that, and he said when he went back home, he put Loctite on this one and then just did these other ones. So that's one thing that I could, say to the manufacturer, that if they just throw some blue Loctite on there, so that you can get it off if you need to get it off, but it's not going to rattle loose. And I haven't done anything crazy with it. I haven't been on a vehicle with it where it's going to rattle or anything like that. Just walking around with it in the holster or shooting it is about it. And those have started to back out, and I haven't shot 22 mag, which is higher caliber in this. And so it's just been 22 long rifle, and it's loosened those up. That's one thing, if you definitely buy one of these, that I recommend doing, is making sure they're tight, or just before you even go out and shoot it, just take one screw out at a time and just put a little Loctite on it and put her back in. Some blue Loctite, not red, blue, and she'll be good to go. I'll show you the box that it came in. This here is made in the USA, of course. Came with, normal paperwork. This is where the gun sat. If you had the extra cylinder like Far West Colorado, it was sitting right here. It's got a gun lock, which is always nice. If you have small kids in the house, definitely lock up your guns unless they are in a safe. You don't need to really necessarily put that on there unless your kids know the combo to your safe. But that's definitely a nice feature, and it's a good lock. It's not one of those ones that threads through the chamber or whatever, even though you can't really do that with this. But here's some of the paperwork it came with. This is like the manual. It's got a nice exploded view drawing of the gun, which I like that. I haven't really had that in too many guns, so you don't really have to go out and hunt that down. My receipt for it. This here is a coupon for the other cylinder if I wanted to get that, and it's $29.95. I don't really know what the price is without this coupon, but it's kind of a nice little added feature, and you can mail in and say what you want. Just says, if you want the 22 long rifle cylinder or the 22 mag cylinder, they're the same price. Your credit card number, I wouldn't really feel too comfortable about sending that. That's about it. It's got on here the place where it's made, Miami, Florida. So that's kind of nice. Then we have just the normal kind of BS. Go back into the manual here. Just, you know, tells you about the gun, tells you about how to change the cylinder, the warranty card, firing, loading, unloading, just all that stuff. Very nice. Then we have their catalog that they sent with it, 2015 product catalog. And it's got all the different types in here. It's got the smaller versions, which is nice. They also have, you know, some different versions where this part here is a different color. It's kind of like the bluing color, where it's like the multicolor. Longer barrels and stuff like that. And then stainless steel and stuff like that. They also sell this in I believe 44 and 357 and 38 special, so you can see here, which would be cool to find out how much those are going for. I haven't really seen anything but these 22 ones at my Jacks or anywhere else. It's got different grips, some boxes if you want to keep it in a box. Some swag and cuffs and stuff like that, belt buckles, and then some holsters. I did look at their holsters before and gun belts before I bought mine, and they wanted more for them. I found a good one on Amazon, like I said, and that's what I purchased. But these are pretty nice. This one's very similar to mine, but I didn't like any of these other ones. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, other than that, it's been a great little gun. I like to, you know, carry it out with me hunting and stuff like that. I took it out dove hunting, and it's just been a good little, you know, kind of beater gun, I guess, if you can say, because it only costs about $150, but I like it. I've always wanted one of these. And it's very similar to the Colts and the Rugers and stuff like that, but for a fraction of the price. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay to the end. I have a couple videos of me shooting it, one in slow motion and then just one kind of plinking around the day that the thing fell off. I don't think I have that in the video, but if you stay to the end and watch those, you can see how it shoots. It's a great little gun, and I hope you guys like the video. And if you have anything you'd like to suggest or any comments, questions about the gun, feel free to leave a comment down below, and make sure you like and share this video. Thank you.